It's the Dog Walk Chronicles. It's Friday. Today's first reading is from Hebrews 10, 32 to 39 verses, 32 to 39. And it talks about the suffering the people are enduring, the enduring the people are doing, the perseverance, and to keep it up, keep going, and they will receive their recompense. They'll be rewarded. In Psalm 37, we hear the salvation of the just comes from the Lord, and the gospel was the parable of the mustard seeds. Or what shall we, from Mark 4:26. Mark 4:26 to verse 34. We're here to what shall we, Jesus says, to what shall we compare the kingdom of God? And he lists some things, and one thing he says, a mustard seed, which is the smallest seed, but grows to the biggest tree, biggest bush, that allows birds to come. And it's the smallest seed, but it grows to a bush, allowing birds to come and literally take shade in its branches. And so I guess we can think of ourselves in the little things we do each day, whether it's prayer, which is not little really, but we might think it's little, and the little kindnesses that you do, and the listening to people, just a simple act of listening to a person. The little things that we do may not seem like much, but they can grow into something. Someone might really have needed you to listen to them, or to have picked up the book they dropped because they were just having a bad day. Everyone was being mean to them. And they look and they go, gosh, that was a nice thing that person did. Why did they do that? Oh, he's a Catholic, he's a Christian. What is that all about? And you don't know. You don't know what it's going to be. We don't know who's going to bring the faith to those of our children, for example, that are away from the church, or our fellow parishioners that aren't coming back to Mass from the pandemic, or weren't coming in the first place. We just don't know who it is who's going to do something that brings people back. You might do a kindness to someone who does a kindness to someone else, and that person appreciates that and says, that was a nice thing, maybe I should pray too. And again, remember to pray for people, because that is also a small thing that can lead to something big. We ask a small favor of God. Let's say God allows that to happen, and that is just what someone needed to bring them back to church or back to prayer. So, do a kindness, listen to people, and remember that as the song says, from small things, mama, good things one day come. It's Dave Edmunds. There's my rock reference. Dave Edmunds, great guitarist, and also rock guitarist, and then also great, very good in the 70s and 80s, has some beautiful music. If sugar was sweet as you, honey, and from small things, big things one day come. I think he's talking about, in that song, by the way, I think he's talking about, or I think of it as like a baby. From small things, big things someday come. From whatever. Okay, anyway, yeah, do something nice for someone and wait and see.